Is Peter Obi trying to back down from pursuing the case? I don't understand though, because just a few days ago, Peter Obi said he's not questioning, he's not fighting the results, but he's only, fighting against the process in which INEC, used in coming up with the winner. And right now, Peter Obi is saying that he's going to work with Tinubu. If Tinubu invites him to work with him, with his government, he's for sure going to accept the invitation. Although he gave some conditions, but he said he's going to work with Tinubu. And that came as a surprise to me. I'm like, what? So you're actually going to join the corrupt politics and politicians that you've been fighting against, that the obedience have been fighting against. So what's the use? Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload a new video. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world as well. Lastly, leave your comments in the comment section. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. Presidential candidate of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, has disclosed what he will do if invited to join the government of national unity proposed by the president-elect Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. Obi stated this while speaking in an interview on Channels Television Sunrise Daily on Thursday. Recall that the camp of the APC candidate had hinted that Tinubu would form an all-inclusive government to carry all his opponents along in his government. Asked what he would do if he was called upon to be a member of Tinubu's government of national unity, Obi said he was still challenging the process of the election and the declaration. According to Obi, the process of election should be put right first before anyone could talk about the government of national unity. He said, and I quote, "The first thing I want to see is that the process is right. The process through which you achieve anything is far more fundamental than what you do thereafter. Let us go back first. I am challenging the process and the declaration. Until we get it right, then we can talk about a government of national unity. Otherwise, we would go and sit down and say that those who stopped a train and kidnapped people can call us to discuss peace when they have people in captivity. Until things are done rightly, we will be encouraging what we don't need to encourage," he said. When he was asked whether or not he would accept the outcome if it is not in his favor, Obi said he would be shocked if the court upholds Tinubu's election. In his words, and I quote, "Issues about the election will be sorted out in court. I will be shocked if this country goes on with that situation. It will then stand that it is a corporate criminalized country. We can't allow it. We need to start unbundling this criminality. When people are talking about structure, it is this fraud and criminality that we witnessed that they were talking about, and we want to unbundle it for the sake of our children." The Labour Party presidential candidate said he believes the judiciary would do the right thing. What do you think about this? It means that he did not say he wasn't going to work with Tinubu, but one thing he said is that he wants to make sure that the process is right. He wants to make sure that at least he fights this battle and gets a resolution from the courts. He wants to make sure that even if he's going to work with Tinubu, the process in which Tunubu got to the office, the process in which Tunubu won the election, must be set straight and must be put right. So that is what, Peter Obi said. Although we all know that, Tinubu has said he's going to work with all these presidential candidates that they ran together for the election. He said he's going to run uh, an inclusive government. He said he wants all hands on deck, all technocrats will be called together, this presidential candidate. But the question is, are these presidential candidates even ready to work with him? That is the question. Are they ready to work with him? Another question again is, are they ready, to accept the verdict of a court? Because Peter Obi was also asked that, and he said in his response that he would be shocked if the court, wasn't in his favor, because it will mean that the country has been running on criminality. It means that, and which is a reasonable response, because if a court should 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 pass that, the process in which Tinubu won is a legitimate one. It means this is a fraud of a country that we are talking about here, because how could anyone even say that the process is the right process? Because contrary to what INEC promised Nigerians, we got the opposite on the election day. We did not even get close to what INEC promised. It's like they only had 4 days and not 4 years to plan for the election. It's like they did not even know that an election was coming up, because how could you have planned for something for 4 years and then you say that you ran into a technical itch or a technical difficulty of that kind of magnitude on the election day? Nah. That's not right. That's not right. It means that something has gone wrong somewhere. Something is wrong somewhere. Something is fundamentally wrong if the court should rule in favor of Tinubu or should rule in favor of INEC. It means that the fabric, the fabric of our society is rotten and is decaying. But let me know what you all think in the comment section. Do you think that if Peter Obi is being approached, to work with Tinubu, do you think he's going to accept, or do you think he's going to wait till after the court judgment on the processes that brought Tinubu to power? Do you think he's going to wait till after that before, giving a response or before accepting? Or do you think he's going to decline altogether? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. Subscribe if you haven't. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.